The Premier League has a David Raya problem. David Raya is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League right now. Don't believe me? Take a look at this.
This ball in! It's clawed away!
Arsenal are leading the Premier League in 2026, and a huge reason is him. David Raya has 18 clean sheets in all competitions and is chasing his third consecutive Golden Glove. His saves don't just look good on highlights, they win games. They protect leads.
Taking on Nkapie, great ball in, the flick from Rashad.
They change momentum.
It ended up being an unbelievable shot, and I got the right angle, and was just, my heart almost stopped, but David's hands were there to get it back to life.
And sometimes they win championships like those miraculous stops against Chelsea, moments that belong in a museum. His numbers are frightening, an 86% save rate in the league, just 2 goals conceded in 7 Champions League matches. The best goalkeeping stats in Europe. But for Mikel Arteta, Raya is more than just a shot stopper. He might be the most offensive goalkeeper in the Premier League. His 75% passing accuracy makes him a key piece in Arsenal's build-up play. He doesn't just clear the ball, he starts attacks. The Spanish keeper is breaking paradigms at Arsenal. 42 clean sheets in his first 100 matches, 57 in total. And right now, he leads the Premier League with 13 clean sheets this season alone. The numbers are undeniable. His level is unquestionable. And because of him, Arsenal are on track to end a 22-year wait and lift the Premier League trophy again.
And this is the big difference, right? This is what will win you titles and championships. When you've got a goalkeeper like David Raya, that guy was phenomenal today.
If there's one man Arsenal have to thank for winning the London derby, it's David Raya. Every corner felt like a goal waiting to happen, especially when Reece James was taking them. In the 45th minute, Rice accidentally flicked one towards his own net with his hand, and Raya flew across his line to claw it away. Unreal save, proper world-class stuff. Chelsea came out sharper after half-time, but Raya just said, "Not today." In the 51st minute, he denied Enzo with a sharp reaction stop, and 2 minutes later he was flying again to tip away a João Pedro effort from, of course, another corner. But if there's a true set-piece king in the Premier League, it's Arsenal. In the 66th minute, Rice whipped in a corner, and Jurrien Timber rose through a sea of bodies to head home. That goal made it 16 set-piece goals this season, matching the club's record. Dead ball dominance. Chelsea nearly snatched it late on. In the 93rd minute, Raya once again stepped up, stretching in extremis to push away a dangerous Garnacho cross shot. Clutch. Absolutely clutch. And then came the madness in the 95th. João Pedro tried an outrageous overhead kick from point-blank range. Raya saved it, got back up, scrambled, cleared it off the line. The rebound fell to Liam Delap, who put it in the net 2-2, except it didn't count. Offside. Raya had done it again anyway. Thanks to that masterclass from Raya, Arsenal are now 11 games unbeaten against the Blues and keep their 5-point lead over City, ending that 22-year Premier League drought. It's one step closer.
On a game like this, which is very, very, very tight, you can open up, and they score from a set piece too. So set pieces nowadays, they're really, really important, attacking and defensive. So we try to get ahead of it a little bit, but that doesn't mean we just play for them. We just have to finish our chances, because especially first half we played really, really, really well, but the squad didn't show up like that.
This Arsenal side should scare Pep Guardiola, the rest of the Premier League, and honestly Europe as a whole. Why? Because this Arsenal have built the best defence in Europe for 3 straight seasons. Since the start of the 2023-2024 campaign, Arteta's Arsenal have conceded fewer league goals per game than any club across Europe's top 5 leagues. Let that sink in. Over 2.5 seasons of consistency, their defence was already elite, and this year it's somehow even tighter. In the Premier League, they've conceded just 22 goals in 29 matches. That's ridiculous.
The ball comes to the top corner, he still manages to get a hand to it. That is how strong that guy is. And that is the difference between those fine margins of having those elite players.
In the Champions League phase, they allowed only 4 goals. 4 across Europe. That's not luck, that's structure. Arsenal's defence has become their biggest weapon. It's built on chemistry, physical dominance, smart recruitment, and tactical discipline. And at the heart of it all, David Raya. As we mentioned, Raya leads the Premier League this season with 13 clean sheets. That matches the total he kept last season when he shared the Golden Glove with Matt Sells. And don't forget, he also won it in 2023-2024 with 16 clean sheets in his first season at the club. Interestingly, the advanced numbers show something different. Raya ranks relatively low in goals prevented this season at -2.4, meaning he has conceded roughly 2 more goals than expected based on shot quality faced in the league. But here's the twist: when your defensive structure is this dominant, you simply don't face the same volume of high-quality shots. Arsenal don't just rely on miracle saves, they suffocate teams before danger even develops. And that's exactly why David Raya's role in this Arsenal side is massive. Because even if some people try to say his level is only good because he plays behind the best defence in Arsenal's history, Raya is way more than just protected by structure. Don't believe me? Take a look at this.
But his form right now, his ability to spring across that goal, makes a brilliant save late on from that set piece or that ball that was crossed in there. He just does not want to get beaten. He's good on his distribution. His side kicks the ball wherever he wants to. I mean, I just think he is really an important part of this, and I don't know whether he's better than what we all make out, Rob. So I'm not sure.
I'd
it's
agree,
a strong
actually.
one, you know?
I think comes up with big moments. You know, the one when it's come off. You know, the flick, and he's had to get his hand there.
David Raya has the most clean sheets and the highest clean sheet percentage of any Premier League goalkeeper since August 2023-42 in 95 starts. That's outrageous consistency. For comparison, Jordan Pickford is next with 34 clean sheets in 102 matches. That gap matters. His consistency and his clutch saves have delivered real, tangible points. If Arsenal go on to win the league, his saves will be replayed for years. In recent league matches this season, his stops preserved leads against Mateus Cunha, Kemsdean Talb,
To his left.
Yankuba Minte,
Flicks on for Minter. What a save that is!
Kevin Schade,
Into the box it goes, headed towards goal.
and now Alejandro Garnacho.
This ball in. It's clawed away.
Those moments alone, 15 golden points. And that's the thing about elite goalkeeping, it's not about volume, it's about timing. Having a keeper who can produce a decisive save at the exact moment your team needs it can be the difference between lifting a trophy or finishing second. Those moments, those split-second reactions, are a huge reason Arsenal remain top of the Premier League. Ball-playing goalkeepers have dominated the Premier League for years, but this summer there was a clear shift. Clubs started going for taller, more traditional shot stoppers, even if they're not as clean with their feet. 6'5" Donnarumma came in for Ederson at Manchester City. 6'4" Senna Lamens replaced Andre Onana at Manchester United.
With 8 minutes in the game left to go. Keane with the effort. Brilliant save, Senna.
Sunderland brought in 6 feet 4 inches Robin Roufs.
Mount on the edge of the box. Bruno Fernandes looks to get the shot away. Oh, turned onto the post, and he got.
The trend was obvious: size, reach, presence. But Premier League leaders Arsenal didn't follow that wave. They stuck with their 6-foot pass-first keeper David Raya, who has been a Premier League mainstay since arriving at Brentford from Blackburn back in 2019. The 30-year-old Spaniard has already won the Golden Glove in each of the last 2 seasons, and he's on course to win it again this year. And not because of hype, not because of narrative, but because, quite simply, he's the best goalkeeper in the Premier League right now. At the start of this season, Arteta called Raya the most offensive goalkeeper in the Premier League by far, and he wasn't exaggerating. The moment Arsenal begin an attack, Raya is already involved. His quality on the ball, his bravery and his reading of the game allow him to take an almost unorthodox approach. When teams press Arsenal aggressively, Raya often plays into the side that looks more crowded the side, with less apparent space, completely flipping the opponent's expectations. Rivals usually leave certain areas open, expecting the ball to go there, but by subverting that logic, Arsenal break the press before it even settles. The pressure becomes useless. Man-to-man pressing is designed to make sure the attacking team never has a spare man anywhere on the pitch. But when your goalkeeper becomes your 11th outfield player, that entire structure collapses. Chelsea tried that earlier this season. Full man-to-man press across the pitch. But Raya neutralised it by stepping up into a centre-back position. Suddenly Chelsea had a dilemma. Press Raya and leave a player free, or leave Raya free knowing he can pick any pass he wants. Of course, building from the back against man-to-man pressure carries risk. That's why Raya's intelligence is crucial. He must constantly decide whether to play short or go long. He is the spare man, but he's also the decision maker. Bayern Munich tried an aggressive man-to-man press in the Champions League. Arsenal responded with clever rotations. Mikel Merino and Eberechi Eze dropped deeper and wider, dragging Bayern defenders out of position. That created gaps for Jurrien Timber, Bukayo Saka, and Gabriel Martinelli to attack inside. That's what makes Raya different. He's not just a goalkeeper who plays passes. He manipulates pressure. He creates numerical superiority. He chooses the right moment. And in modern football, that's a weapon. According to goalkeeper performance metrics, Raya ranks among the top 5 Premier League goalkeepers in receiving crosses, making sliding tackles, and distributing the ball. We've already established that Raya's quality on the ball helps Arsenal beat the press, but that's only half the story. His influence doesn't stop there. Since 2023, only Emiliano Martinez has claimed more crosses in the Premier League than David Raya with 105. And remember, he doesn't have Martinez's physical frame. He doesn't rely on size, he relies on positioning, timing, and aggression. Raya reads the flight early, he attacks the ball, he doesn't wait. And that confidence spreads through the team. Because Raya is so reliable coming off his line, Arteta can position William Saliba and Gabriel away from the keeper during corners. He doesn't need 2 centre-backs babysitting the 6-yard box. That's a massive tactical advantage. Ramsdale, for example, needed more direct protection when he was number 1. Raya doesn't. Teams don't win leagues, they don't even properly compete for them without an elite goalkeeper. When matches become chaotic, when rhythm breaks, when opponents sense blood and try to land that decisive punch, there is only one final line of resistance: the keeper. Always him. That responsibility isn't for everyone. Raya has had a couple of difficult moments this season. Late concessions against Wolves.
In the Premier League, don't forget, and that is a heck of a mix-up. It's a lovely strike, it's a firm one, but...
And Sunderland.
Hume's ball in. Ballon is there to flick on!
But those moments are rare. Overall, his presence has been exceptional. Yes, some critics have said David has been inconsistent at times, but his shot stopping, absolutely insane. His reaction speed is outrageous. He makes critical saves even when plays unfold at lightning pace. His save percentage remains among the best, and time again he rescues Arsenal in clear-cut situations. There was that spell where he saved Arsenal 5 times in 25 minutes. The unforgettable triple save against Brentford.
Causing chaos inside the Arsenal penalty area. It might fall for...
The outrageous reflex stop from McGinn at the Emirates.
Teased in towards Watkins, off the post, and then... Oh, Raya, what a save!
Oh my God!
How on earth has he kept that out?
The technically brutal save against Yankuba Minte versus Brighton, probably the hardest one of the lot. And then there are the title-defining nights, like Chelsea. Only a keeper with Raya's technical refinement delivers a performance like that. The fingertip claw away in the 44th minute. The full stretch low save to deny Enzo Fernandez.
Joao Pedro, que consigue poner de cara a Enzo Fernandez.
Sprinting across goal to stop Joao Pedro's header.
Chelsea buscan el remate, balón cerrado, red set.
And maybe the hardest of them all, the cross shot from Garnacho, where he had to wait until the absolute last second before committing, knowing any touch from Joao Pedro or Gabriel could redirect it. That's elite reading of chaos. Even in the disallowed goal at the very end, he showed the full repertoire, aggressive positioning, perfect narrowing of angles, arms spread at the final moments in the one-on-one. This is why Arsenal have the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, one of the best in the world, and a fundamental reason why they are closer than ever to lifting a major trophy.